If there's one thing I know, it's self-sabotage. So in this video, I'm gonna go over a few of the ways that I've self-sabotaged myself in the past and maybe save yourself a few headaches in the future. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, my name is Sergio and I'm a commercial photographer here in Victoria, BC. And yeah, I've been shooting for like 10 years, maybe 12 years if you think non-professionally. But at the same time, I probably would have done it much quicker if I knew what the hell I was doing. I think oftentimes when I look back at my career or the growth I've taken, I've definitely, it's been a lot of one step forward, two steps forward, one step back, or maybe even one step forward, two steps back sometimes. And I think one of the easiest tropes to believe is to fall into that starving artist trap. You don't need to starve. There's plenty of artists that make a killing, and there are plenty of it is just like any other self-employed business where you get as much as you put into it. If you see yourself as plateaued or as, you know, I can only make this much, or if I can only shoot 25 weddings in a year because I can only book, you know, one wedding a weekend, sure. I mean, if you have a team of people, you can book 10 weddings a weekend and make X amount of dollars for not doing any work. So I think the way you think about your photography is drastically affects what's going to actually happen. You know, if you think of yourself as a successful photographer, it's going to come. It'll come. Let it happen and put the work in, but it'll come. If you think of yourself as, well, I only make 40 grand a year because that's what the job is, well then yeah, you'll probably only make a side hustle worth of money. But you want to be able to give it, at least give it a little bit of, back to Jim Carrey again, you want to be able to have a little bit of that delusion in the delusion of grandeur in photography, in self-employed entrepreneurism. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. So I think it's very important that you kind of see the benefits or see the future in yourself, even if you're only living in the present. Be realistic, but still optimistic. Next, I know we're all very much stuck in our heads, but you gotta answer that damn email. You gotta send the email and you gotta answer the ones that have come in. It sucks, I know. It's like, it's as much pressure on me as it is interacting with people in person to send an email. And sometimes it's mostly because I want them to read it in the tone that makes sense and not feel a certain way, and I double check every word, and it's a nightmare, but it still has to get done. And I think it's very important to just do it, because good things happen to those who send emails and those who answer emails. And you're not gonna get that job, and you're not gonna, you're gonna miss every attempt that you don't take, and all that crappy cliche stuff, but it's true. I know it's in our head to be like, I don't wanna interact, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna send a thank you, I don't wanna send a, hey, can you send me some feedback? Or hey, can you give me a Google review? Or I know you don't wanna do that stuff, but all of that extra little work that is personable with your clients is what's going to make them book with you again. It's not about creating cool photos and being cheaper than the next guy. It's about having a better experience with your clients so that they want to have that experience again, not deal about the photo. Like no one cares about the photos. No one cares about the technicalness of it. Only you do. And I think if you focus on the relationship with the client, that's what they're going to remember. They're not going to remember how bad the photos were. They're going to remember how fun of an experience they had with you. And if the photos are really that bad, then like, okay, sure. But I don't think you're probably selling yourself a little short. So just believe in yourself and yeah, work on that relationship. Next, when you're working on this relationship with others, it only starts by taking a relationship with yourself. You got to take care of yourself. Take care of your room. Oh, speaking of, new angle, by the way. What do you guys think? But no, yeah, just, do some spring cleaning in your apartment. Take care of yourself, clean your face, eat good food, put down the processed crap, and just be a person that you want to work with. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be the person that they want to work with, and that starts with being a decent and normal human being. And I know we're not normal, that's why we're in this job to begin with, but it's important to at least, be personable and to be healthy and not be irritable and not be stressed out and underslept and just focus on yourself. Just take some days off, focus on your hobbies, take some time to regenerate yourself so that you can attack your work at 125%, which is a great way to not get paid for 25%. But I think it's also a great way to step over or around your competition and prove yourself as a trusted member of your community, and also as someone who's always striving to get better and to be better by putting your all into every shoot. I know it's silly to think about yourself or your relationships with your clients when you're trying to be a better photographer, but everything you do in your life relates to you being a better photographer or being a better artist or being a better person. So just look at it that way and think of it as a means to grow your business and grow yourself and even grow your technical skill. Because if your headspace is clear and willing to learn and willing to adapt and willing to be creative, it's way better than being closed-minded and being irritable and being jonesing for that next cigarette or whatever it is. So just, focus on yourself. I know we're always excited about gear. We're always looking at the next piece of equipment. We're always waiting on that next, once I have that, then I'll be able to shoot this and then I'll be able to promote myself that way. Don't push what you've already got. It's gotten you so far. So don't wait until that next piece of gear before you can do that ad that you've been trying to do for the summer promotion. Don't try to wait on having X amount of followers before you do a promotion or you try to do a giveaway or something like that. Just do it now, because it'll be much better to have it than to think of about having it, or about if you get it out of your head, you can just focus on another one later. Just if you are thinking of something, if you want to do something, just do it. Send that email, send the marketing, just promote yourself and really kind of reach out to the people in your community, or at least showcase your work to the people in your community, and don't wait till you have the 2.8 version of that lens or whatever it is that you're waiting on. Just do it. Just get out there. And of course, probably spending too much time watching YouTube videos. I understand that you don't need to always be working, and you do need to take some time off. And if that time off is you relaxing and watching some YouTube videos, then cool. Thank you for the like, and thank you for spending time with me. But I think you'll be a better photographer by just doing the photography, not learning about it, not obsessing over what you're doing wrong. Just go out, do it, try it. Make a mistake, try it again, do another one, keep going at it. There's no end game here. There's no now I'm officially the best, I can officially stop. I've mastered this. Every shoot from now on is going to be the same. No, it's fun. Just keep shooting, keep having fun, keep pushing yourself and getting out there, and not think of yourself as some plateau, or as some now I've learned flash, I will never shoot without flash again. I used to do that. I used to think that way. And I think there's a lot more to learn, how, this is a very silly example, but we're deep in the video. If I'm thinking of the sun as my flash, then I can use that mentality to be all right, how can I modify my flash being just the one, which is just the sun? I can't even move it, but what can I do to it to shape it and to make it look the way I want it to look like? It's boring to just have overcast day or just the single natural light that you have, but how can you make it fun? That's cool. That's what's fun about photography. It doesn't need to always be the same. You're never mastered. Every day is different. Every interaction with people is different. Every time you're shooting a piece of food, it's different. So I think if you kind of lean into that and accept it and be flexible enough to let it happen, you'll be way better in the long run. Anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out and letting me ramble a little bit. If you enjoyed it, maybe leave a like on your way out and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Later.